Alright guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. If you watched my previous video, you'll see where I had some issues with our motorhome. So apparently I didn't realize there was no air in the inside rear dual, and the rim or the tire came off the rim. I've got to fix it. On my channel, you're going to see real life RV ownership. You're not going to see, you know, fake stuff. I mean, you're going to see the real deal. And there's a lot of RVers on YouTube, you know, who try to tell you things about RVs and, you know, oh, this is how you fix things and this is how you do stuff and this is how we make the RV life possible. No, man, that's not the real deal. Those RVers, those YouTubers who claim to be RVers, they're living a fairy tale. They have gotten themselves into a fairy tale situation because they get sponsorships, they promote products, they make money on YouTube that enables them to do the RV thing. This guy, no, I don't get paid for nothing. So if something breaks, I have to fix it. I don't pay no one else to fix it. I mean, unless it's something that I cannot fix myself. So most RVers in the real world, especially now after, you know, Rona, who've bought all these RVs and they realized, oh crap, you know, I'm in debt up to my ass. I can't afford to pay no one else to fix this RV. I can't afford to pay it to have it stored. You know, this thing's costing me out the butt. You learn to fix things on your own. This is the real deal. I'm the real deal. So if you really want to know what it is to own an RV, especially a motorhome, come to this cat's channel right here. You'll figure out what it's really like. Those other RV YouTubers, nah. They get money. They get money for it. I don't get no money. And I got one sitting right here. A big turd. Great big turd. See that? Yeah, that's the real deal. That is the real deal when you don't rely on this thing making your income. This is the real deal. Let's get into it and let's pull this thing out. It's cold this morning. I'm gonna struggle through the cold. And I'm going to take the 22.5-inch tractor trailer tires off of this motorhome, and we're gonna see if we can fix this tire myself. Be back in a little while. All right, well, the first thing, I need to fix the steps right here. The motorhome has been sitting pretty much through most of the winter without being moved, and obviously the first time I moved it was last week when I realized there was a problem with the tire. But the steps, they don't work. I've had problems with these steps over the years, and I've been able to take a hammer and hit the motor and get the steps to work again. But this time, no bueno. I cannot get the steps to work. So I'm gonna take the hammer down there again and see if I can get them to work. If I can't get the steps to work, I think I'll have to just undo them from the motor. There's like a little cam on there. I'll try to get up in there in a minute and show you guys what it looks like, and at least get the steps so they'll drop down, because it's easier to get in the motorhome with the steps. You know, it's easier with the steps down than it is up. I'm not gonna drive down the road or anything right now. We don't have any trips planned immediately. And again, this is the life of a real RV owner. This motorhome sits here in this wonderful barn most of its life. We only use it when we have vacations, time off of work, that sort of thing. That's a suggestion for, you know, some of you new RVers out there. If you have a way to store your motorhome or RV inside a building, trust me, it will last much, much, much longer. I mean, not to mention the roof. These things inherently are prone to leaking. Any mass-produced RV, whether it's a travel trailer, a fifth wheel, a motorhome, a Class C, you know, even the new, you know, even the $1 million ones, it doesn't matter. They're going to leak. You want to keep the thing stored inside a building. So I guess that's the first piece of advice I can give anyone looking to get in this RV game. Have your place where you can store it inside, because if you don't, within a year, when the warranty runs out on the thing, you're gonna have massive issues. You're gonna have massive issues with leaks. You're gonna be fixing things inside. You're gonna have mold. You're gonna have mildew. You name it. You're gonna have everything. All right, let me see if I can get these steps going. I'll try to film some of that process, but I've already got some towels down here because I got to lay on a cold floor, and I've got to get up under there, and I got to see if I can either release the steps or bang the motor to get it working again. All right, let's see. Can y'all see this? Yeah, I keep the key in it. Nobody wants to steal this thing. Ain't nobody gonna steal this. Nobody wants this piece of turd. Light, plug, glow lights on, or glow plugs on. Let's wait till it goes off, and then we'll start it up. Can y'all see the tack? There is the tack. There's the tack. RPM. Here we go. There it goes. I have no air. I've got an air leak. With these diesel motorhomes, when they get old, they won't hold no air. I mean, even old trucks going down the road, tractor trailers won't hold no air overnight. The air systems are mostly comprised of vinyl tubes that run from the front to the back, or front to the back of the motorhome. And there's two air tanks on here. There's a primary air tank. There's a secondary air tank. The suspension is air. The brakes all the brakes are air, obviously. There's a pump on the engine that runs, which, you know, it's a compressor when the engine's running, and it fills the tanks up with air. So there's air lines going all throughout underneath this motorhome. So when one gets old like this, they're not going to hold air. So you just got to wait for it to build air before you can even move it. So as you can see, well, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. My lighting is just horrible. There we go. So two tanks, we're building air. There's for you guys with CDLs, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's see the alarm just went off, so I can roll now. If you're a CDL driver, you know what I'm talking about. There's a certain amount of time to where your truck has to hold air, right? So I don't know, it's a minute or something like that. Set 30 seconds, I don't know. Anyway, you guys comment down below, you CDL drivers, how long with the engine turned off is it supposed to hold air without leaking down? So, but I know there's a DOT rule for that. But I mean, this motorhome, obviously, it'll hold air. It'll hold air almost overnight. It's a gradual leaking thing, and I've already identified some of the vinyl hoses underneath that are leaking, and the fittings. I've already replaced fittings. You name it. Let's see. This motorhome is it's a 2014 model, so it's 10 years old. Yeah, that's amazing. Think about it, it's 10 years old. I mean, anyway, I'm not going to digress on this video. So it's a lot of maintenance. You gotta work on something all the time, whether it's sitting still or you're moving it or you're using it. You gotta work on it all the time to keep it going. All right, so we got air. I don't really think I need to crank it up, but it's good for the batteries to crank it up right now just to do the leveling thing. But let's just go ahead and do the leveling like I want to, and I'm gonna show you guys what I want to do here. So, all right, yeah, it's fully inflated air because it just purged the air out of the compressor back there. Okay, so we're already lowered on the airbags. I don't have the airbags inflated, so let's go ahead and do this automatic leveling thing here. So I'm gonna turn this thing on right here. Okay. So this is an LCI, electronic leveling. I'm surprised it's worked for 10 years, but it has. This is, if you guys don't know what LCI is, a part of Lippert components. Well, that is Lippert, which makes the Swintech slides up here, which are crappy. These things right here, they're crappy. So it's just a crappy RV manufacturing company. They make parts for all these production They make parts for all the production RVs, whether they're travel trailers, motorhomes, Class C's, Class B's, Class A's, whatever. So you get the idea. But so jacks are down. I'm going to go ahead and retract these things, if it'll retract. Okay, we're going to retract because I want it all the way. I want the jacks up. I'm just going to jack up the right side, which is right here. So I only want to jack up the right side to get that side up so I can get up under it. Okay, so all right, I think it's done. And I can hear the pump. The hydraulic pump on this motorhome is up under the front, and it's right over there, so I can hear the thing running. So let's put this thing on manual. okay? And we're gonna jack up this side over here. This side is the driver's side. Obviously, that side over there is the passenger side. So let's go right. And if you got it on manual, you gotta hold it down. So you gotta hold it down as long as you want the jacks to go down and lift that side of the motorhome up. And now it's lifting that side up. It's lifting that side over there up. I'm gonna go all the way. I can hear the tires coming off the ground. I'm gonna go all the way till it stops. Okay, that should be good. All right, as you can tell, you see the wall right there, how far over I'm leaned. I'm doing like this. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this puppy off. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're leaning this way, big time. Okay, y'all check this out. This is how much I got the motorhome leaning. See it? And I got water running out of one of my lines there. I don't know, can y'all see that? Yeah, see the water right down there? It's just a steady stream of water. All right, let's get over here and see if we can fix this thing. Give me a swig of coffee first. It's cold out here this morning. And I need a light. Let me go get a light and I'll be back in a minute. All right, well, I'm here in the car. I didn't get too far on working on the steps on the motorhome. I really can't see anything under the motorhome. I've got an old shop light and it's really horrible. And I had a newer LED shop light, but I don't know where it is. I can't find it. I'm gonna head over to Harbor Freight Tools and see if I can find a nice, cheap shop light. At least I can see things under the motorhome when I need to work on it. We're gonna head on over there to the Harbor Freight, and that's one thing you get used to when you own an RV, especially when it gets old and you need to work on things yourself. You end up making a lot of trips to the Harbor Freight to buy cheap tools to work on it. Trust me. So let's get over there and I'll be back in a few. All right, so here we are at the Harbor Freight. Pretty busy this morning. Looks like everybody wants cheap tools on a Saturday morning here at the Harbor Freight. All right, well, let's go in here and see what we can find. All right, y'all check this out. That's a $2,000 air compressor. That thing's got a, I don't know what horsepower engine it is, a 420cc engine on it. Who needs a $2,000 air compressor with an engine? Woof. I guess contractors do, I don't know. Doing some serious work with that thing. Check it out. Nice. All right, guys, so I ended up with this Braun 1600 lumen work light. Oh snap, check this out, y'all. Holy crap. Look at this old caddy, man. Wow, I just walking up and Classic is sitting in the parking lot at Harbor Freight. Y'all check that out, man. Wow, look at this. Bruh, it's stretch. Look how long that car is. Oh my God, that is wild. Check it out. Yes, sir. Love it. Love to see old cars like that. Still living. Keep them alive. Look at that right there. See, when you go in the Harbor Freight, they always want to get your telephone number. Well, I'm signed up for every coupon you could ever get at Harbor Freight Tools. And I went in there this time, got to the cashier. You know, I was nice about it. And cashier's like, your telephone number, you have a telephone number with us? I said, yeah, I do. She said, what is it? I says, well, I get a discount on this flashlight if I give it to you. She says, no. I says, no, I don't want to give it to you. She's okay. So it's like, why does every time you go into the Harbor Freight, they want your telephone number when you tell them your telephone number is already in the system? I mean, like every single time I go in, I mean, I know it's their policy and I'm always nice about it, but what is the reasoning for them wanting your telephone number when you've already given it to them several times and they send you texts and they send you emails? So, I mean, obviously they have you in a database, but every time you go to buy something, they always want your telephone number. So leave a comment down below and let me know why. Anyway, let's get on back to the house and start working on this motorhome and see if we can fix the steps and fix the tires and whatever else. I don't know if I'll get it all done today, but I'm gonna try. So we'll see. All right, guys. So I just finally got done with the Walmart. Had to go here to Wally World
to get some starter fluid. You guys will see what I'm using that for later. But have you ever been to like a Walmart or a Costco or basically any retail establishment, and these guys are in there like they're trying to get your attention? Hey man, can I speak to you for a minute? Hey, you got some time? Blah blah blah. So I had that same thing here in the Walmart. So, you know, of course, I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to get out of there. The guy says, you know, hey, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. You know, as I'm walking and I'm starting to walk away, he said, hey, let me tell you about Spectrum Internet. You know, and I'm being as nice as I can. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't have time for it. I don't have time to talk to you right now. And do you ever stop to, like, you know, think and say something like, you know, or not say anything, but like, say I have AT&T gig fiber. And so I should have stopped and said, no, but I have gig fiber internet. And then see what their response would be to something like that. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I could be nicer and say, no, I've got, you know, gig fiber internet. Can cable offer that? You know, so, but anyway, what are your guys' thoughts behind that? Do y'all stop to appease these people, or do you just like move on, you know, without trying to be rude? But I still think no matter, you know, how much of a hurry you are, and if you just walk by and ignore these folks, you're being rude. So I try not to be rude. And I say, I just don't have time to talk to you, and I keep on going. But have you ever stopped to appease them and tell them why you do or do not want their service? But anyway, leave a comment down below. I'll catch y'all guys in a little bit. See ya.